Hey, what's up, guys? It's T-Bone here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Legendary Game of Heroes. The event for War of Angels is almost coming to an end. There's only about 20 hours left. Just curious how you guys are doing. I wanted to actually focus on something a little different, but I thought I would just take this opportunity and sort of talk about, where things are at with me. So I'm currently unable to get the 6-star Eternity Gauntlet because I am still waiting on enough stone shards for the Stone of Destruction, the purple one. I have 25 out of 40. It does take 50 Eternity Shards to craft some, and if I'm lucky to get one, there's only one shard that comes out of every chest. So I know that other people have faced the similar issues. You can purchase some shards in the store, but it costs 700 gems to start, and I'm kind of feeling like it's a little expensive for me to get. So I'm probably not going to be able to get it, and unfortunately I won't be able to show it. So if you have it, I would love to see it. Take a look, show it to me. Let's share some of the information about it because I'm sure other people will be interested too. But what I want to focus on today is the Guild Wars. So Guild Wars has started again. This was something that was back in January, the last one that we had. And for some of you who might be new, let's kind of talk over the basics of the Guild Wars, and we'll do a fight, and then maybe we'll go back and do a boss fight for this event. There is something new coming up, a new event. I believe it has to do with Ray, our the fire hero. I'm very excited because I do have her maxed out, so we'll talk about that in another episode as well. So Guild Wars, how does it work? So obviously it is a war between different guilds that you're in. And the way it works is every day you get refreshed, 2 chances to battle. Your guild gets paired up with other guilds. At the top here, you'll see the banner for the placement. So right now, in my guild, The Walking Dead, we're placed number 450. And then you can take a look here. So you can take a look in the war store. So in Guild Wars, you collect these war tokens, and then you can use them to purchase these different items. So you can get various levels of the Order Dragling to Bloodwing, and the most important thing is you can get crown shards here. All right, so 4 tokens is 1 shard. You can get a total of 5. So you want to collect as many of these as possible. Every day that you fight, each of these battles gives you one of these tokens. So every day if you come back, you'll be guaranteed 2 tokens. You get this whether you win or lose. So the way this works is you want to set up a team of defenders. And you can also choose relics, but right now I don't believe any defender relics are available yet, because if you take a look, there's nothing for me to use. So you can choose and pick. It's just like picking a team, right? So you can choose to swap your unit with any of the existing ones. And some of the tip here for selecting your defenders, you want to put one of your strongest up front and then another really strong unit at the back, because what happens is as these units will be coming up in fighting other people's teams individually. So basically, they'll be going through a gauntlet style of 5 fights, and the longer the fight goes, the stronger the defenders become. So if you have a strongest unit at the back, then that unit will have more attack and more health. So right now I'm using my Awakened Yordra with a relatively high health. And also for my second last unit, I have Yasmina. I don't have her leveled up very high because I don't have a lot of green potions, but these are the 2 I'm choosing. And I'm trying to sort of, not be too monotone in terms of my color affinity. Because if let's say you choose a all, red deck, all fire deck, then somebody just has to come in with a water-based deck and, have a lot of advantage over you. So you want to try and split it up to make it harder for your opponents. And obviously, the stronger, the better. Focus on also various types of defender skills. So every unit has a defender skill. You can see, so Ray has Might, Night Stalker has Armor, Laura Driv has Vessel, Yasmina has Panic, and Yordra has Poison. Now, Poison and Panic are good. If they don't have a counter skill to the Poison or Panic, they could really get hurt. And also, some of the other ones are Thorns or Judgment. If you have Thorns or Judgment, that's also really good to use. All right. Now let's take a look at some of the other things you can do. So the first thing you want to do is go to Battle Now, and you'll be taken to this screen. All right. So this is where it tells you how many kills your guild has versus the other guild. The first few shows you your opponents. These are listed in order by their power, and then you can sort of see what units they have. They also list the logos for the different defending skills that they have, so you can have an idea what you're up against. All right, and then if you scroll to the very bottom, it'll also give you some ideas on the free kills. So in this case, Polska had 1 unfulfilled guild member, and we got 5 free kills as a result. However, what happens with our team? You can take a look. So at the top, there's a little icon for information. You click on that. This gives you information about your guild. So you can see what defenders your guild may have, and also how much power they have. So right now, mine is at 6,816, and my guild leader, Ragnar, has 7,190. Right? And then you can take a look. Same thing, if you go down to the bottom, then you can sort of see how many free kills your guild has given up. And so in this case, unfortunately, we don't have a full guild yet, so we've given up 35 free kills as a result, which is a shame. And also there is a battle report, so you can see how well the teams are doing. In this case, looks like there's been 3 fights. Right now it's just, Dana and myself, right? So I've attacked 1 time, and then you can also, use this to chat if you wanted to, put some messages or something, but I don't really use that feature in this Guild Wars. All right. And then you can also change the team you use by default for your attacker. So this is just like setting up any team, okay? You can select which team you want, and you can take a look at the team intel to sort of see, how things are going with, like basically how your relics impact you, and also how your leader impacts you. In the Guild War, you don't get to borrow another player's unit, so you just go in with what you have. All right. And then when you select an opponent, so in this case, I'm just going to randomly select 1. You can also do a matchup. So you can see a team intel. You can select on the units directly to see the details, and then you can sort of scroll through to see what they have if you wanted to. Another option is to also simply click on team intel, and it does a comparison. So it gives you a view of your enemy skills and the counters that you have. So in this case, Yuri has judgment. Yasmina has panic, and that does I have to have a counter with Lady Agis does. So Ray has might. This is defended by Yasmina if you have her on your team. And the Sheriff Nottingham has a Thorn as a skill, and I think Beast if you actually got him from a event. He's a card that you get as a boss. He does have the counter for Thorn. And then Kristoff has dodge. So once you've taken a look at your enemy skills comparison to see how well you fare up against them, you can then go ahead and do attack. Now, I would say generally you want to try and stick to your power level or lower, but depending on your team makeup, and also what I mean by that is, so for example, if you have a lower power team, but you can see here is a all earth team, pretty much you can just go in with a fire-based team with some good health, and you can probably do really well here because they are weak against fire, and this entire team is earth-based. So you don't have to worry about bringing other cards with other affinity, and so you can build up a really nice deck. Now for me, I prefer to use my dark deck. Okay, and the relics I have here are my legendary Master Shield. And I have also another shield I brought in, which is a 3-star enchanted shield. And then I have 3 enchanted swords. Alright, so just to really boost my attack. The reason why I use my dark team against all of my opponents is because of my leader here, which Lady Agisa, which provides a 300% damage and HP for all dark attack heroes. And her battle skill is to fully heal my team and also increase the number of turns until the target attack by 2. So in Guild Wars, every hero that you fight against only has 1 turn before they attack. And so being able to delay it by 1 turn or 2 gives you that much more of the edge. And also this gives you ability to heal up without use of any hearts. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the fight. All right, so the matchup is 7,000 versus 7,100. Pretty much the same, but I do have an advantage because I am going up against 2 light heroes. All right, so let's go ahead and attack. Another benefit is my Sir Elric of Bryn generates 1 dark gem at the beginning of each turn to really help me increase my chances of matching dark gems. Alright, so let's see here. How do I want to play this? Okay. Well, I know that I'm going to match this here. So because this is a light unit, Uriel's a light unit, I didn't really actually have to match a whole lot to attack her. And now this is Yasmina. At max, she has 4k health, but I'm not really worried right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a couple of matches here. And I'm not really worried about the panic. And then do a little quick heal here, and then I should be good. Yeah, especially with all these matches. So right now I'm actually building up a really nice board now with, with a lot of potential for power gems. And here, with Ray, I don't want to really take too much chances here, but I'm just going to go ahead and do a match here. Match here. Oh, missed another one. Kind of want to save up my power gems if I can. I'm trying not to use it up right away. That's good. All right, and then one more, and I'll basically go ahead and use my attack here. So let's see, with this guy, I will go ahead and match here, here, here. I think that should be okay. That should be sufficient for now. So you can see how powerful this dark team is with Lady Aegisthus, just because the 300% damage and also the health has been really helpful. So I'm gonna show you what this like. So you can see the turn of attack went from 1 to 3, so that's really helpful. But because this is a light unit, I should have no problem just defeating him. Right. So I didn't actually have to connect the board. I was able to use just the power to take him out. So you can see I have 5 kills here, but the number of kills doesn't actually matter. You're actually always going to get your war medallion regardless of whether you win or lose. What matters is the total kill count, right? So I added 10 kills to our team, but now I have collected a total of 6 medallion. That allows me to purchase at least 1 crown shard if I wanted to. I am 3 short to level up my my Keda, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, assemble the ultimate team. Have you guys purchased enough cards to get Cooper yet? I didn't invest enough to get Cooper or the other Angel. All right, so before we sign up, that's pretty much for Guild Wars. All right, one last thing to take a look at is if you go to the top guilds, you can see where your guild belongs in and the kind of rewards that you get. All right, so for Challengers 6, which is where my guild is at, we're guaranteed a Enchanted Shield and 3 different crates. All right. One of the last Guild Wars, we were given Yasmina as a special bonus. So I'm not sure if they're gonna have it this time around, but that's Guild Wars. A lot of fun. I'll give it a try. All right, let's go in and do one boss fight. Let's see what we can do here. I might have to use a couple of keys, but I'm gonna go ahead and attack the Divine Titan. Let me make sure I have the right team set up here. Alright, so I brought in Aphrodite to counter the armor skill for the Shadow Fang, the dog, but I don't really need that for this unit. The Divine Titan has Panic as a skill, and I don't really feel like bringing another unit that's not light to counter that. So I just have to match really quickly. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and the trick here is to try and match power gems as quickly as possible, and if you can, try and match multiple. Because that's really how you're going to be able to get a lot of attack power in there. And so and because right now I don't have enough light gems, I really need to try and get more to drop. Okay, so there it is. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get enough damage here, so I'm definitely gonna have to do twice. Yeah, I'm not getting enough of the. I'm not getting enough of the multipliers to really make it count here. But what I do want to see, oh, and I didn't get enough to fill up the gauge for my. Okay, here it is. For Indale, let's quickly do this. There you go. So Indale's power is to, add 10 more light gems on the board. Now, if I have focused on getting my gem matches really quickly, I could have filled up that gauge, and I could have, used that power. You can see you can build up a really nice, big, powerful power gem with that skill. I just didn't match it often enough to really get it to form. So that's okay. Let's go ahead and just keep doing this. Okay, so 8 million. I should be good to go, provided that I can actually get another power gem match, which I think I can. Alright, let's do. Oh. Yeah, so with Panda, basically you have a lot less time to do your matches, and so if you hesitate even just a little bit, you're going to lose out on the opportunity there. Alright, 1.7 million, that's good. I think I have a little bit of time to get some more whites to drop, but of course they're not, so I'm just going to go ahead and match here because I don't want time to run out. And then use the Uriel's power to destroy the dark gems and to attack for a good amount. And then with this, I think we're good to go. There it is. All right, so it took 6 keys to finish Obrias at level 91. And the bonus, basically, you get 10 dark medals and you get 325,000 trophies, which is nice. You get 2 of these loot tickets, 8 coins, and 10 more eternity dust. I wish that they had given more dust at higher level bosses because it's really hard to get the eternal gauntlet, but that's the decision, the eternity gauntlet. But that's the decision to make. Anyways, so that's it for today's episode. It's a little bit longer, but I didn't want to make sure I go over the Guild Wars, and hopefully you find it helpful. So take care. I'll see you next time.